My family disowned me, and they regret it. The last thing my father said to me was, "If you walk out that door, don't come back." I remember how still the house felt when he said it. My mother stood near the kitchen sink, twisting a towel in her hands but saying nothing. My younger brother stared at the floor, refusing to meet my eyes, all because I chose a life they didn't understand. I wasn't reckless. I wasn't cruel. I just refused to follow the path they had already planned for me. The safe career, the arranged expectations, the version of happiness they believed was the only correct one. "I need to live my own life," I told them, my voice shaking despite my effort to sound brave. My father's disappointment hurt more than anger ever could. "You're throwing your future away," he said. Maybe I was. But staying felt like slowly disappearing, so I left. The first year was brutal. I slept in a tiny rented room with peeling paint and worked 2 jobs just to afford food. Some nights I wondered if they were right, if independence was just another word for loneliness. Birthdays passed without messages. Holidays became ordinary days. I stopped checking my phone. But slowly things changed. The risks I took began to pay off. The small business I started from my laptop grew. Clients turned into opportunities into stability. For the first time, success felt like something I had built myself, piece by fragile piece. Still, every achievement carried a quiet absence. There was no one to call. 5 years later, my name appeared in a magazine article about young entrepreneurs. Friends congratulated me. Strangers sent messages saying my story inspired them. That same evening, my phone rang, a number I hadn't seen in years. I stared at it until the ringing almost stopped. Then I answered. My mother's voice came through, soft and hesitant. "Hello, is it really you?" My throat tightened. "Yes." She began crying almost immediately. "We saw you in the news," she said. "Your father, he reads that article every day." I didn't know what to say. After a long pause, she whispered, "We were wrong." The words landed heavier than I expected. She told me how quiet the house had become after I left, how my father pretended not to care, but kept my room untouched, how every family dinner felt incomplete because one chair remained empty. "He thought he was protecting you," she said, "but he pushed you away." I closed my eyes, memories rushing back, arguments, slammed doors, the feeling of being misunderstood. "Can I come home?" I asked carefully. Her silence broke my heart before she even spoke. "I wish you could," she said. "But your father is in the hospital." The room smelled faintly of antiseptic when I walked in the next day. My father looked smaller than I remembered, his strong presence softened by illness. Machines hummed quietly beside him. Neither of us spoke. Then his eyes filled with tears. "I thought you'd fail," he said weakly. "I thought life would hurt you, and you'd come back needing us." I sat beside him. "Life did hurt me." He nodded slowly. "I should have let you learn without losing us." The regret in his voice felt heavier than all the years we'd lost. "I was proud of you," he continued. "I just didn't know how to say it without admitting I was wrong." I took his hand, something I hadn't done since childhood. "We both lost time," I said quietly. He squeezed my hand faintly. I'd give anything to have it back. He passed away 2 days later. At the funeral, relatives spoke about family, forgiveness, and love. My mother held on to me, as if afraid I might disappear again. Back at the house, my old room remained exactly the same. Dust rested on shelves, but nothing had been moved. The empty chair at dinner was finally filled again, but one seat would always stay missing. And I realized something painful and true. Sometimes people regret losing you, only after you learn how to live without them.